Hey beauties, it's Nikea here with a natural hair tutorial for you all. So I'm going to be doing a braid out, but before we get into this braid out, go ahead and subscribe, you all. I would really appreciate that. Just do me that one quick favor. Just go down below and click that subscribe button, and then you can click that bell notification button so that you'll be notified every time I upload and you won't miss a post. Thank you. All right, let's get into this hairstyle. So Harper's joining me for this video. I don't know what that's about. She's staring at herself in the mirror. But my hair is washed and conditioned and blow dried. And I think I am going to be doing a middle part today. And I've been doing my styles lately on stretched hair or blow dried hair, just to see like if the results are different, and just so that my styles can be more elongated. So I'm actually going to do this in 4 sections. It's just that when I do braid outs, they just don't get like the definition that I want or that I'm used to getting. All right, my hair is in 4 sections. The products that I use have my hair feeling so soft, like even though it was blow dry and it's so moisturized, it's probably because I deep conditioned for 24 hours. It just happened, and my hair probably needed it anyway. So my thinking with this braid out is that I needed to do larger sections when I do it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna be using product, ow, but not a lot, just enough to give me some hold, but not enough to really revert my hair. All right, I wanna use my Denman brush instead, just to make sure it's detangled. So I'm using pretty large sections. Usually I would split this section in half, but I noticed it takes me a while to take the braids down. So I'm gonna try larger sections, and I'm gonna leave them in for a little bit of a longer time. So here I have my Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl Enhancing Smoothie, and I'm gonna be using my Eco Styler Black Castor and Flaxseed Oil Gel, because the flaxseed will seal in the moisture, and then the Curl Enhancing Smoothie is going to give me that definition, and the gel is also going to give me the hold. All right, so here this is, just getting that all over my fingers, working that into the section, then making sure that I get my ends, because those tend to slip away. Then I'm going to get the gel, I'm going to apply some to my roots to kind of smooth them out, and then work it all through this section. And I'm just adding a little bit, and you can see my hair is not reverting quite yet, adding just enough to make sure I put some on my ends, and then I'm just going to brush all of that through. See, it's starting to revert a little bit. All right, then I'm going to split it into the 3 sections, making sure that they're as even as possible. And then I'm just going to braid. There's no method. That little piece of hair is short, so we're just gonna leave that out. And then when I get to the point where I can't braid anymore, like the hair gets too short, I just 2-strand twist the ends, so that way it'll still have a curl to it. And this little piece right here, I'm just gonna let it rock out with the Curl Enhancing Smoothie and the gel, and just kind of finger coil it. And I'll worry about styling that in the morning, because it was too short to just get in here and it was pulling. All right, time to get another section of hair, making sure it's detangled with my Denman. Oh my gosh, my hair feels so good. All right, using the Curl Enhancing Smoothie, I'm gonna apply that all over the section, making sure I get my ends. So I'm using a little bit at a time, then going back and adding some more if I need it. Then my gel, working that through the entire section. Then I'm gonna take my Denman and just brush it through and make sure it's all evenly distributed. And this one, I'm actually gonna braid going back, just because of the way that I parted it. Y'all see my hair is growing already? Look at those roots, honey. So you can see I have these 3 strands. This actually allows me to get a tighter braid when I do it this way. Gets closer to the root, but for some reason I can't do that all over my head. All right, now that that middle section was too short, I'm just going to 2-strand twist. And if you have extra product, just like squeeze down the braid and get the excess product out, and that'll help it dry quicker. All right, the end is 2-strand twisted. I'm just gonna curl that around my finger. And I'm gonna keep going through this section. So I think I'll get 2 more braids in here. Just repeating those same steps that I did before. All right, so I have 4 big braids in this section, and I'll probably have 4 or 5 in the rest. So I'm gonna finish this front part, and I'll come back to the back section of the hair to show you all how I braid that, because the technique I use in the back is just different from the front. It's just the way it's set up when you braid your own hair. So I will come back and show y'all how I do the back of my hair, just a little bit different. All right, I'm back and I finished the front, and I have 6 braids on this side. I had to split up the ones in the front as they were just a little too chunky for me. Yeah. Anyway, so as promised, I'm back so you can see how I do the back of my head. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm going to separate out a large medium section of hair. So putting the smoothie on, making sure I get it on the root, the ends, make sure I get it on the ends, working that through the section. Then on top of that, I'm going to put the gel, work that through the section with my hands, then brush product through to make sure it's distributed. Now the thing about the back is you can't see it, so you have to be based off of feel unless you have another mirror, which I don't. And so how I braid is overhand, so this actually gets my roots tighter, if you all can see. So essentially I need to like train myself to braid overhand like in the front, but for some reason I can only do it in the back when my arms are up like this, and still I have to twist the ends. So that is the only difference in the back, is that, you know, you really can't see your section, so you just have to work off of feel. But hopefully you all can see how I'm braiding it now that I'm facing forward. Do you see the motion that I'm doing, that overhand? That's what I'm talking about. It helps get the hair tighter at the root, so that way you'll have a curl all the way through. And I just slid, you see? Slide it through, just a little bit extra, but we're not gonna waste that product. I'm just gonna put that on my hair up here. All right, so I'll meet y'all back when it's all braided so you can see what it looks like. So I have about 5 or 6 twists in each section, depending on the section that you're in. I'm actually going to take some gel on my toothbrush, smooth my edges out. I don't really like lay my edges. I let them fall where they may, but I do want to go ahead and smooth them out. Is this considered laying my edges? To me, laid edges are just like smooth edges. I can't do all the swirls and dips. So I did a middle part just to do something different, because I feel like I always do a side part or like have my hair fall forward. So I'm gonna let this sit in my hair overnight. I'll take it out sometime tomorrow. So that end was like not coiled, and I want to make sure that I have some type of curl all the way through. So I'm just taking some gel and wrapping the end of this braid around my finger, and then this one seems to have fluffed up too. All right, so I have about 20 braids in my head. I'm going to put a scarf on my edges to lay them down, and then just wear a bonnet when I go to sleep, and I'll be back tomorrow with the takedown. Ready?
Ready.
Hey beauties, I'm back. I wrapped my hair up with a satin scarf, got my edges laid a little bit. Okay, so the braids have been in for probably 24 hours now. It's the next day, so I decided to go ahead and take them down. All right, so I'm about to take it down. I'm just gonna use this argan oil I got it from Dollar General. But I'm just gonna put that on my scalp just for some extra moisture because it's winter time and my scalp is a little itchy even after I wash. So I'm gonna put some of that oil on my hands as well. Just put a small dot in my palm and then I'm just gonna rub it all over my hands so that way it'll already be saturated. So just gonna start taking these down. Oh, I should rub this all over my scalp, rub it in. So remember I twisted it at the end, so unraveling that twist first and then taking apart the braid. I feel like these are gonna be better because they're larger and this is how it came out. So I wish I could have got my roots better, but what else? So I'm gonna take the rest of these out and then we'll get to fluffing. Y'all, braid outs take so long to take out because they're so intertwined with each other and I just wanna like take my time and not mess up the curl.
That's it, baby.
My hair two different lengths? What in the world?
And
It's like this side shrunk and this side didn't. All right, so my hair is all out and for some reason this front section is more shrunken than the rest. OMG. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm just gonna go through and kind of like separate them. So what I do is like pull it and you can see where it naturally separates and just let it separate that way so there's not a lot of frizz. So I'm only separating the curls that were like really chunky and clumped together because they kind of separated on their own when I was taking them out. Like this one. Y'all, like literally the rest of my hair, whatever. Oh my gosh. This is a good braid out, but this part like is, I don't know. Come on, hair stretch. This is really weird. I don't know why, but I like the middle part for the braid out. So my hair looks lopsided and I'm pissed. Okay, so I'm just gonna tuck my hair behind my ears. I don't know why that side is not stretched. Yeah, so don't know what happened, but it is what it is. This shrunken side. So I guess I'll just tuck it behind my ear. So I like the results of this braid out. I don't like the fact that this one front section shrunk up, but this is like my best braid out ever because usually all of my sections look shrunk like this. And so I'm glad that I stretched it. My hair feels really soft and moisturized with the products that I used. I used some products from the dollar store. There's a 4-in-1 leave-in conditioner that I use to moisturize my hair. Yeah, that's why my hair is so soft. And I think the fact that I deep condition for 24 hours was a bonus too. All right, here's this side. This side. And here's the back. Oh, and I did want to say, oh, that sun is coming in. I did want to say that I'm at 290 subscribers. I'm only 10 away from 300. My goal by the end of the year is to get to 500 subscribers. That's still my goal. So I am only 210 subscribers away from my goal. So please go ahead and subscribe and join the club so I can reach my big 500. And I do plan to do another giveaway celebration when I get to my 500 subscriber. I don't know what the giveaway will be just yet, but I am going to celebrate reaching my goal of 500. Thank you so much for watching, beauties. But before you go, make sure that you go down below, click that subscribe button, and right next to that, click that bell notification button so that you never miss when I post. Like I always say, it's free, it's easy, and it's fun. Again, thank you so much for watching, beauties, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.